and the safety of its seafarers. Now let's take a look at the number of ships that have arrived versus the ships that are in transit and those which are still stranded. Let's also take a look at which ships are in these categories. We now move across once again to our plasma screens for our ship tracker to get you a sense of where we stand as far as our tankers are concerned. As of now, 3 ships or tankers have arrived back home: Shivalik, Nanda Devi and Jaglatki, 2 LPG tankers and 1 crude oil tanker. Here we have their names. 3 of these have arrived in India on the March 16th, 17th and 18th respectively. This was the first one, second and the third one to arrive in India. Moving on, we have 2 that are currently in transit. Pine Gas and Jug Vasant. These 2 tankers are currently in transit and are expected to arrive in India in a few hours from now. But the point of crucial concern for all of us are those ships that are stranded. 20 ships are stranded and they have 611 crew members on board. Their return is still awaited, and Indian government is making efforts to secure these tankers and the crew members on board to bring them back home. Let's go across to Malika Pandey, foreign affairs expert, with me in the discussion now. Malika, 3 tankers, in fact let's say 5 are almost back home, 3 of them are back home, 2 are still awaited. But what is a big concern is 611 crew members that are on board those tankers, and in fact Prime Minister Modi himself has expressed concern over their safety of all the ships and the personnel on board stranded there. What diplomatic channels can India now resort to bring them back home safely? Prime Minister and the government is already in conversation with the Gulf states.
Good afternoon, Kriti. As you rightly mentioned that some of our Indian sailors are still stranded in the Strait of Hormuz, and it's not only a challenge for the government of India, but it's a global challenge that we all are facing today. Yesterday, the Prime Minister mentioned in his parliamentary Lok Sabha speech that more than 3 lakh Indians have been rescued from the Gulf. Around 700, 5 to 700 were medical students. A lot of Indian sailors are also there, and the Indian government is really constantly in touch. The embassy of India in the Gulf countries are constantly in touch with the Indians as well as the sailors as well. They're in continuous talks. The dialogue and diplomacy is something that the government of India has been focused on since day one. And India is one of the only few countries whose vessels have been allowed to pass through the Strait of Hormuz, Kriti. So I'm sure that through our dialogue and diplomacy channel continuously with the President of Iran, with the Foreign Minister of Iran, we are constantly in touch with them. We are constantly in touch with the Iranian ambassador as well. And through dialogue and diplomacy, we'll get our sailors out from the Strait of Hormuz as well. Yes, Kriti.
All right. Stay on with me, Malika and Colonel. You have some